from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I don't know where you're hearing me from. You could probably just type where you are listening in on this webinar from. I know most of you guys are in Zambia, and you are highly, highly welcome in this webinar. And in the next 50 to 60 minutes, we're going to be chatting about something that is very near and dear to my heart. Yeah, I'm seeing people commenting where they are. From Uganda, we have someone from UK. Thank you so much for joining us. You're highly, highly welcome. And just in the next few minutes, you can go and invite someone that you know you probably invited before, but she has not logged in the webinar yet, because we have a lot to share. We have a lot that they're going to be able to learn, especially in this topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Like it shows there, Dr. Elizabeth Riwa with a background in medicine. And actually for the last 10 years, I've been a business partner. I've been a business builder, a professional networker with this amazing, amazing company that has been quite a journey. I'm so grateful to God for. But again, what I joined the business for was just the money, was mainly the part that I wanted to make more money and change my life. But little did I know that the biggest thing it's going to be touching me on was also on my health. So I'm so grateful for the things that I'm going to share with you, the challenges that I also personally had, but because of our amazing products and the amazing things that I learned just being part of this business, then I was able to get rid of them. And I know as women, we have a lot of issues, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here. So I see people from Turkey, South Africa, Zambia, Uganda, Geneva, like all over the world. And that's the beauty of technology and also the beauty of our business. So welcome. And we're going to go right in the talk. So what we're going to be talking about today is everything about women's health. So there's a lot that we're going to share, and I'll be going a little bit quick, but make sure you note down any question that you have, because in the end, we'll have a few moments to answer some of your questions. And probably if you can even type the question when we're getting close to the end, I'll be able to look at them and answer them after we finish the talk. So when we talk about women's health, you know, if someone was to ask you today, if you're to choose between money and health, which one would you choose? If you have no any health issue, most likely you choose money. But at the end of the day, we know health to be one of the biggest things that we can have in life. Nothing will be more valuable than health, especially when you get a challenge, especially when your health is not good. So we are here to learn more how we can take better care of it. Probably if something is wrong already, how we can change it, turn it around, and even for other people who are not here. Because I believe the lessons that you're going to learn here, they're not just for you. You probably don't have any of the challenges that we're going to be talking about, but you know someone, or you probably meet someone who has any of those challenges, and you will be equipped to be able to help them and transform that challenge. So when you talk about women's health, we have to start from the period of puberty and the things that are happening every month in our monthly periods. So for some people, it's normal for them to have painful periods, something that is not supposed to be normal, because normally you just have a few discomfort, a little bit of discomfort, but it's not supposed to be something that will probably take you to a hospital or have you take some medicine. And we have people who have been having those challenges. Some have very irregular periods. This was actually me on the part of very irregular periods. And we have something we call premenstrual syndrome, PMS, which is just those few days before and even after the menstrual cycle, where someone could be very irritable, feeling differently, could even fall sick, or have different types of moods going up in there, on and about. And you could even have back pains and even tummy pains. And these are the things that are normal for a lot of women. And for people, especially in puberty, even adults, they could be getting an ending acne just because of hormonal issues and things like that. But another thing we have to address for women is the UTI, urinary tract infections, which is very common for women based on the way that our reproductive systems is put together. But again, when you talk about sexual health challenges, there's a lot that women face, from just lack of interest. I meet a lot of ladies, they tell me, I never get that interest to do that, to have sex. probably for some could be because of a certain period in their life. For some, that interest goes away in pregnancy or just after getting a baby, or if they're going through any stress, then the interest disappears. And for some, it's all the time, they have no interest. And for some, it's not pleasurable because they get painful intercourse. It's a big issue for women, and most of the time it's just because of vaginal dryness. And sometimes you could have vaginal dryness without knowing that you have vaginal dryness, and you could have this experience from the very first time you start having sex, or it could even start in the later, after a lot of years, probably because of whatever challenge in your health that could cause that challenge to come. But again, we have people who are have difficulty being aroused, the difficulty being able to enjoy the process and to enjoy the experience. And some, it could be because of the drugs that they're taking or any disease that could be happening in their body. So these are challenges that will make you not enjoy the sexual experience as a woman. And for some, they even tell other people that as ladies, we are not so much supposed to enjoy that process. But I don't believe that God created us not to enjoy it. It's supposed to be enjoyable for everyone. But sometimes our health could get in the way and cause us not to have that good experience. But another important area and very famous area is hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance is among the biggest reason for challenges in our health, challenges from cancers to even just mere discomforts. So there's a lot of issues that could happen because of hormonal imbalance, from mood swings, low interest in sex, like I just talked about. You could have just unending headaches every now and then. When you sleep, you sweat a lot, and sometimes you're in a cold place but you still sweat a lot. Night sweats, especially at night. You could be craving a lot of sugary and carbohydrate based foods. You could have acne that won't just go away no matter what you use on the outside. It could be you're failing to sleep at night, you're just tired all the time. And for some, it could be even unexplained weight gain, or sometimes it becomes very hard for them to lose weight. It could be because of an underlying hormonal imbalance. And you could say, why should I get hormonal imbalance? What could be the cause? The first immediate cause is about what we put in our bodies and what we don't put in our bodies. A lot of processed foods, sugars, and toxins that we put from the food, alcohol, caffeine, all of these contribute a lot to hormonal imbalance. But again, even the things that you apply in your bodies, because women, we are the very main ones and the first ones to apply a lot of things in our bodies, from the makeup, the lotions, the perfumes, the anything, even the household high items that you use. Anything that you apply on the skin, it only takes 26 seconds to get into your bloodstream. Now imagine how many toxins there are there in all those products that you keep using. And that is why it's important to notice the things that you're using, to be sure that you're using things that are natural and organic most of the time, so that you get rid of all the toxins that you could be putting in your body. But again, all of the things that we put in our bodies and all that, they cause toxic overload. And that is one of the major culprits that are causing hormonal imbalance as well. But sometimes, like I said, it could be condition-based. Probably you're breastfeeding, or you're pregnant, or you're in menopause, and naturally your body will not have a normal balance in their hormones, and you could be experiencing those symptoms during that time. But there are some drugs that specifically cause hormonal imbalance. There are diseases that specifically cause hormonal imbalance, and even just overweight and obesity. It's another one of the biggest culprits, but also stress. Stress is another very distraction to your hormonal balance. So you cannot get away from all of these things at the same time. We are all bombarded with all these challenges every single day. And that is why it's important to know them and to see, what can I do so that I can control hormonal imbalance? Because uncontrolled hormonal imbalance, if you just survive with it and say, I'll just learn to handle it, it comes with a lot of other risks, especially cancer risk. Most of cancers facing women, when you talk about breast cancer, you talk about cervical cancer, most of them have a very higher risk. One of the biggest risk factors for them is hormonal imbalance. When you look at this picture here, it shows genetic reasons contribute only 20% of your cancer risk. Only 20% is because of your genetic predisposition. But again, your environmental factors, the things that you eat and put in your body, contribute about 80%. But hormonal imbalance contributes over about 97% of breast cancers. And that is why it's very important to notice this, because it shows here fat cells, and that is why we say obesity and overweight is one of the biggest reasons why you'll have hormonal imbalance. And one of the things that happen when you have hormonal imbalance, it will cause you to also continue gaining weight. So it means that is a vicious cycle that will keep getting your health down lower and lower than it's supposed to be. So when you control your weight, in one way or another, you are already reducing your hormonal imbalance, because you're reducing your overproduction of estrogen. And estrogen imbalance is one of the biggest cancer risks that women have. So they go very hand in hand. And that is why we say overweight and obesity is one of the biggest risk factors for cancers that we have, and that we should take care about, and we should know what to do so that we get rid of that. So we have a lot of things in our daily lives, the things that we can eat that will help our bodies naturally balance hormones. One of them is vitamin D, and naturally it's very easy for people to be deficient in vitamin D. And if you're not getting it from a supplement, you're very likely to have less amounts of it in your body. Omega-3, mostly they come from salmon fish. Now ask yourself, how many times in a week or in a day do you take salmon fish as part of your diet? Because that is one of the biggest sources of omega-3 that we have. And also maca, we see exercises, fenugreek, all are some of the things that naturally control and help you balance your hormones. Another very powerful area and another very powerful culprit for women's health is fibroids. Fibroids, we also can call them myoma, which are just the tumors that can appear in your uterus or the women reproductive system. So in your uterus, 70 to 80% of women have a chance to get fibroids before they reach age 50. This is a very, very big risk. And I'm sure all of you listening to me here, you know someone, or probably you have gone through something like fibroids, because it's a very common issue. It causes a lot of issues for women: overbleeding, pain in their uterus, and for some, even infertility, just because they have fibroids. And one of the biggest ways that you can get rid of it is via operation. And for you see, all those are sizes, different sizes that a fibroid can be. It could be a small fibroid, it could be as big as even like a baby. Some people could be looking pregnant, but it's just a tumor that is growing in their body. Now that could cause pain. It could even cause extra complication that a person will need to have the uterus removed just because they have multiple of them. Now in the hospital, the biggest way, or the only main way that they'll do to help you from fibroids, is to get rid of them, to take them out via operation. Now that is not a guarantee that they won't come back, because the main predisposing factors are still in your body or are still in your diet. So most likely in a few months, in a few years, they'll keep coming back, they'll keep growing. And most of the time they grow in multiple numbers. I know there was a lady who was just about 20 years of age, and she did not even have any baby yet, but still she had to get her uterus removed just because they were invested with a lot of fibroids in it and they could not save the uterus. Now imagine how many women, how many ladies are struggling because of this challenge. Now, of course, another very thing that goes hand in hand with that, we have the tumors that could appear in your uterus, but again, there could be some things happening in your ovaries, and that those we call cysts. They're kind of fluid filled sacs that could appear in your ovaries, and that could affect your reproductive health as a lady. And most of them are just because of hormonal imbalances. It could be the endometriosis that causes it. Some of them could appear just during pregnancy or in your menstrual cycle. But again, even infections, severe infections in your pelvic area, we call them PID, they could even cause you to get something like that. And for some, they happen during menopause as well, the ovarian cyst, and they could cause pain, they could cause bloating. You feel your tummy is full all the time. It could cause pain even during intercourse, or just back pain and stomach pain, things like those. But again, another very common thing that they cause is breast tenderness. You feel like your breasts are very sensitive and tender. When you touch them, you feel some pain and things like those. So that could be a sign that you have an ovarian cyst, or there could be an ovarian cyst. Now we have a different kind of ovarian cyst that we call PCOS. This is actually what I was diagnosed with in my third year of medical school. And actually, I did a lot of research about it because I was also in the same area, in the same medicine industry. So when I studied about this, I understood that there's a lot of challenges in women, this included, that have no solution medical-wise. There's no cure for PCOS, but we just learn how to manage it from how we eat and what we put in our bodies. Medically, when you get something like this, which is what it's an anomaly that causes your ovaries not to get to maturity because there is hormonal imbalance in your body. So normally your ovaries would grow during the month. They will grow and then they would reach maturity, and that is what we call ovulation. When they come out, that means you are ovulating. But for someone who has PCOS, it means your ovaries will never reach maturity because there's a development stop that happen during the growth of that ovary, of that follicle, and then it will never reach maturity so that it will release an egg. And if there's no egg that is released, it means you cannot conceive. And that is one of the biggest causes of female infertility, PCOS. And there's a lot of women who have PCOS because it affects 1 in 10 women. That is not a very small number. 1 in 10, it's a big percent that is affected because of PCOS. And most of them have, but they don't even know that they have. And one symptom that they could just be experiencing is inability to get pregnant naturally. And that is mainly because they are not ovulating. Now, other symptoms that happen with it is irregular periods. I usually had periods during that time. I used to have periods that would go on and on and on for even up to 3 weeks. 21 days of continuous period, and that is very dramatic period, not the normal just a little bit of drops. No, heavy bleeding. I thank God I never used to lose any blood. I never used to have low blood during that time, but the period used to be very regular, and sometimes I would not get any period for even up to 4 months, 6 months of no period at all. So you could have regular periods, but then you could have these other symptoms that are also part of the PCOS syndrome. So what is the thing that can be done? In a hospital, what they say is use just oral contraceptives to help you control that irregularity in your periods. But again, that is not a permanent solution. And most of the time, that thing will keep coming back if you don't go to help it. And to help support someone to get pregnant, they'll normally, in the hospital, they'll normally just give you drugs to help your body boost its normal ovulation. But I used those drugs and they did not help me until when I researched about nutrition and I found out what I could do on the part of nutrition that helped me transform my health on that area. It was over 4.5 years actually of me getting after me getting married, and I was not getting any pregnant during all that time. But when I started using the right supplements and the right nutrition, everything changed within just 2 months of using the right nutrition. So I thank God so much for that. But again, this is something that I've helped other women as well, because after I shared my story, there's a lot of other ladies that told me, I actually also have PCOS. I also have this challenge. And then because of the things that I've learned, then I was able to help them as well. So these are the things that are affecting a lot of women. PID, another very powerful thing that is affecting a lot of women today, and that is just an inflammatory disease of the pelvic area. Everything around the pelvic area, it means it could be the ovaries, it could be the fallopian tube, the uterus, even the cervix area. So all this, if it's affected with any infection, it means that infection can find its way up. And then it can grow in the uterus, it can grow in the fallopian tube, it can grow in the ovaries and cause inflammation to that area. This is a very serious issue because it could affect even fertility of someone, because if it happens here and then it causes distraction, it causes this place to block, it means you won't be able to get pregnant mainly from this side. So it's a main challenge that happens for women. And what could be the symptoms or what you're feeling like? It could be you're feeling pain, constant pain, chronic pain in your abdominal area, lower abdomen. You could have vaginal discharge that is not the normal color. It could be yellowish, it could be greenish, it could have a smell. All that is a sign of an infection that is happening. You could be having pain, not just normally, but it could be during periods, during intercourse, even during periods, and there could be irregular as well. But another thing that mainly happens is the pain. It could be mild or severe, depending on just the severity of the problem. And it, as I said earlier, it could cause blockage that could lead to infertility. So this is a very serious issue. And there's a lot of women who are failing to get pregnant just because of this PID, or pelvic inflammatory diseases. So, yeah, but infertility as well, it's a big problem for men and also for women, because it's not just affecting women. Most of the time, the first culprit is a woman, but it's also a very powerful, big thing for men as well. And actually, 1 in 6 couples currently are struggling with infertility. So that again is a big number. 1 out of 6, it's not a small number. And for women, there could be thousands and thousands of reasons why someone may fail to get pregnant. You could be having regular periods, but you're not ovulating. That is another issue. You could be probably not together having any normal periods, and that could be also the cause of someone not getting pregnant. It could be because of just basic hormonal imbalance, or you have PCOS. That was my case. Obesity, another big reason why someone could be just failing to get pregnant. And it's known that when you lose 10% of your body weight, that is a very big way of you boosting your fertility ratio, boosting your chances of getting pregnant. Yeah, so one of the main things that we can do, even before we go to vitamins and herbal supplements, it's a lifestyle change. Sometimes you just need to clean your body better. Sometimes you just need to get rid of a certain bad eating habits that will allow your body to get pregnant, will allow your body to get to its optimal functioning, so that you are able to get pregnant. Someone once told me that growing another human being is a big task. Your body has to be ready for it. You have to prepare your body correctly with the right foods, the right nutrition, the right cleansing of your body, so that it's able to naturally do that. Yeah, so another issue facing us, of course, it's overweight and obesity, and especially for women. Why? After we get pregnant, even for some before getting pregnant, like I said, hormonal imbalance causes overweight, causes obesity. So even after we get pregnant, we naturally change our bodies. And for Africans, it's known as a normal thing for you to be fat and to be overweight and obese after you have gotten pregnant. But that is not supposed to be the case. Why? Because just by holding on to that excess weight, you are like attracting, you're like saying, come to me, all these diseases that we see here. These are the non-communicable diseases that are leading causes of death in this world we live in today. Actually, in every second, more than one person dies because of these non-communicable diseases: diabetes, cancers, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and a lot of other things. So just by you looking at your weight and controlling your weight, you're saying no to all these challenges, and you're actually you're decreasing your risk of getting all those diseases. We cannot talk to women's health without touching about menopause. Menopause is that area where you cease getting your monthly period. But again, the challenges that are happening during menopause, they're not just at the age where you cease to get your period, which mainly is about 50 to 51 years of age. But most of the challenges that are happening around menopause, they start even 10 years, 8 to 10 years before you actually get your menopause. So in that period, we call the premenopausal or early onset menopause symptoms. And those could include the hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, irregular periods, vaginal dryness. You get dry and you can't be able to enjoy intercourse as you used to. Libido will go down, sleeping patterns will be disrupted, and you could be getting dry skin, hair loss, your urine cannot stay in the way it's supposed to. All these are signs of early onset menopause. This could happen to people even before the age of 40, even 38 to 40, and all the way up to 50 years old. You could be experiencing this symptom. Now, because you have been having them for a long time, you could say, this is my normal, but it's not supposed to be your normal. You know, when you try something, when you use something that will correct that challenge, and then you get to realize how amazing good health really is, because sometimes you get so used to not feeling well, and we forget how feeling well really feels like. Yeah, so these are among the challenges also facing women. When you talk about dryness, vaginal dryness, what could it look like? Because sometimes you could have vaginal dryness and not know. If you're experiencing pain during intercourse, any slight pain, it means your vagina is not well lubricated. And if it's not well lubricated, it means you have vaginal dryness. And that could be causing that issue. And if you have vaginal dryness, you'll also be having a higher risk of getting repeated UTIs. And of course, the sex drive will go down because you're experiencing the pain. You're not enjoying the process. You won't be able to get aroused well. And also, you could be getting a lot of itchiness and burning sensation in your vagina. And that, again, it could even increase your risk of getting fungal infection and things like those that will again affect your vagina. And that could even go up your reproductive system to affect even other areas. So vaginal dryness, again, it's something that needs to be controlled. It's not to be tolerated. And we know there are things that help prevent and even get rid of vaginal dryness, like omega-3 has been known to be very good for vaginal dryness, but also to reduce stress and to reduce the things that causes stress through exercise and yoga, to have intercourse regularly. Again, what we use gets better with time, what we use frequently. And that's why getting intercourse frequently, and they recommend 3 times a week, that will help get rid of that challenge as well. But of course, we have other things that you can use as you can apply to help you in that area, like aloe vera and other lubricants, but they have to be not causing any, because we have a lot of things that have chemicals, and you apply something that has chemicals, it could help in one area, but then cause infections at the same time, because they get rid of your normal bacteria and they could cause fungal infections and other types of infections. But we also have supplements that touch on that area, including ginseng and maca. They're very powerful in getting rid of vaginal dryness. So up until now, I know we have agreed that our first wealth is health, and we should be investing in it even more than we invest in looking for money. But most of the time, that is definitely not the case. We don't take the time, we don't take the effort, we don't take the energy to learn even more about what can we do more to touch our health in a better way, because that is actually what will give us even bigger wealth at the end of the day. So why it's important now to understand what affects my health, what could increase my chances of getting good health. Because sometimes we give this responsibility only to our doctors, but most doctors are not even well informed about what causes health. I've been in medical school I've done medicine for 5 years, and I've been in practice for 1 extra year, and I've known from my own personal experience, doctors are not taught about nutrition. Doctors are not taught about health. We are taught how to treat diseases and how to manage diseases that people are getting. So when you expect your doctor to know things about health, you're just misusing. For most doctors, they don't even know about nutrition and the impact they have on your health. So that is something that you definitely need to add to yourself, that value and that knowledge and that understanding, because most of the challenges that are causing health issues today are basically 2 things: lack of proper nutrition in our diets, and again, toxic overload and free radical damage in our bodies. So these are the main culprits that are causing all the challenges that we've talked about, and even others that we have not talked about here today. So when you talk about toxic overload, what does that mean? When you talk about free radical damage, what does that mean? All of us, as we live on this earth, we cannot run away from free radical damage. Free radicals we call them unstable molecules, unstable cells, because all of us are made from special small molecules that are building up our whole bodies. So these molecules, some of them can be unstable. Unstable, why? Because even the sun, just the sun causes oxidation. Oxidation is the production of those free radicals, which are unstable because they're lacking one element here. Now, when they're like this, when an element is called a free radical like this and it's unstable, it means it will go to your normal cells. It will go to your healthy normal cells, and it will attack them, trying to take this missing electron. Now, when this happens, it means this normal healthy cell is getting destroyed. is losing its value, is getting deformed and denatured. Now, when you talk of an antioxidant, it's something that has an extra electron. It means when it meets a free radical, it will naturally calm it down and dilute it from your system by giving it the extra electron. And when that happens, it means when you're using an antioxidant, it means you are reducing the effect of oxidation in your body. Oxidation is what makes the difference between something that is fresh and something that is rotten. And we see this every day. When you cut open an apple and just leave it on the air, the process of oxidation will start happening very quickly. And that is what will cause the apple to turn color, to change color and look brownish. Now, when you use an antioxidant, it means this process will be arrested. And that is why when you apply fresh orange juice, let's say, freshly squeezed orange juice to an apple, it will not change color. It will continue to remain in the normal color. Why? Because you have stopped the oxidation period. So let me ask you, what antioxidant are you using in your body? Because if you're not using any antioxidant, it means you're saying yes to quickly aging of your body, and you're saying yes to diseases. Because if your body is getting the free radical damage every single day, it means your normal organs in your body, they are getting destroyed. They're aging earlier than they're supposed to. Your normal age is probably 35, but inside your body you're looking 60 years old, because your organs and every part of your body has been oxidized a lot. And that is why it's very vital to make the use of antioxidants a daily routine, not waiting for you to get a disease, not waiting for you to not have good health so that you can use this. So that is very, very vital. And because we live in a world that these toxins we put in our body, they're more than what the body can handle. Because in an ideal world, your body does the work to get rid of these free radicals through the liver, through your kidneys, through your skin, and all that. And that should be enough. But again, we don't live in a perfect world. There's a lot of toxins that are keeping added from exposure to pollution, water pollution, air pollution, the things we put in your body. The body itself, when it gets tired, when you get stressed, when it falls ill, it creates its own extra free radicals. It means those get too much for the liver and for your system to be able to get rid of. And that is what causes the toxic overload, which we call oxidative stress. And sometimes you'll be feeling like you're feeling sick all the time. And when you go to the hospital, there's nothing that they see, because your body is just overloaded with toxins and you need to get rid of them. And that is why it's important. As long as we're living in this world, we cannot run away from using antioxidants as a daily habit. So another very important thing that we talked about is the nutrition. What nutrition are we getting? Because the food that we eat could either be powerful mode of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Every day we get to choose. Every day we get to choose what we put on our plate and what we choose to eat as food in our diets. But again, there's this doctor who said, and I love these words because they were also very true for my own health, because I was able to transform my health by just focusing on giving it the right nutrition. Because the body naturally has that ability, the God-given ability to heal itself. But it's supposed to have the right nutrition, to get the right nutrients. We don't just eat to get full, or we eat to satisfy our stomach. Most of the time we eat to satisfy our stomach. Because when you look at the plate that you usually eat on your plate every single day, most of them are probably void of a lot of nutrients, because of overcooking, because of not the fruits and vegetables getting into your plate. So it means you are deficient of a lot of nutrients without you knowing. But our bodies are naturally very resilient. So you won't have the challenges or the effect of lacking nutrients just immediately. No, it will take time for that to develop. When you give your body the right nutrition, it has the power to heal itself and to transform itself. And that is why a healthy, a powerful dietary supplement has to be part of a healthy diet. And these are not my words. These are the words of Dr. Willett from the Harvard School of Medicine of Public Health. Now, if doctors are recommending you to take supplements, that means there's a lot of research now that has been done. There's a lot of diseases that have been studied, and they have been known that if you give your body the right nutrition, you can get rid of them very easily and very quickly. So that is why we are proud to bring you this amazing company that I so much thank God that I was able to come across, the aloe vera company, which has been in the industry actually for over 42 years now. This gives me a lot of pride and confidence to talk about these products, because we're not just trying these products for a few years. No, we have been using them, we have been perfecting them for over 42 years as a company. And Forever Living Products as a company has international quality approvals. We're not just trying products in Zambia or in Tanzania or in any country. No, these are internationally approved products. Of course, the local authorities of 165 countries, actually 168 plus now as we speak, have approved these products. They have studied them and they have approved them to be used globally. But of course, international standards, I call this it's the International Aloe Science Council, because you cannot just say I use aloe vera based products and they don't have this certification. It means probably the amount of aloe in that product is so small for you to get the results you're looking for. We are also kosher rated for kosher rating is Jews people mostly, halal for Arabs and most countries in the UAE, and also animal cruelty free, because we don't test them on animals, because they're 100% natural products. One thing about what I love about our products and about Forever as a company, as a brand, anything less than the best we'll never do. All the tests and the research that are done to make sure we get the final best product you can ever get. We have a lot of doctors that go behind the making of our products, making sure that you get the best of what the nutrition part of your body will need. And the combination of our products that we have, what ingredients are put in these individual products, very specially studied and designed to make sure that you get the best out of the products that you use. So in Forever, we have a lot of products. Now, we'll just talk about a few that I highly recommend for you as a lady not to miss using. No matter you have any of the challenges we talked about or you don't, these are the products that you need to have in your fridge or on your kitchen table so that you use them on a frequent basis. The very first one is the aloe vera drinks. We have a variety of the aloe vera drinks, starting with the yellow bottle, the aloe vera gel, which has the highest concentration of aloe vera. And the benefits of it range from your gut health. You know, over 90% of diseases start from an unhealthy gut. Imagine, do you get your stool every single day, even more than once a day? Because we eat 3 times a day. And if you're not going to the toilet more than 1 time a day, or for some people, they go only once a week, they go only 3 times a week. I know someone who used to go even once a month. That is a big problem. It's a big issue, because all those toxins that you're putting and you're still holding on in your body, they show up on your skin, they show up in your health, and they could even cause bigger issues like cancers and things like those. So when you take this aloe vera gel, it will cleanse your digestive system. It will allow your body to naturally absorb better every good thing that you eat, every nutritional supplement that you eat. After that, it will be absorbed the most. When you eat your vegetables, your broccoli, your anything that you're eating, it will be absorbed better, because most of the time we eat food but it's not absorbed. And sometimes we like the saying, you are what you eat, but you are actually what you absorb. If you're eating good things that they're not absorbed, they're not helping you any bit. Now, another very big benefit of the gel, it will help you in the detoxing part of your body, cleansing your body. It's one of the most potent antioxidants we have. So it will help your body get rid of the toxins and cleanse your system, from your digestive system to your whole blood circulation system. And again, it's another immune booster, another very powerful immune booster. If you want a better immune system, aloe vera has to be a part of your diet. Why? Aloe in itself is an immune booster. It also has a lot of vitamin C in it. Zinc minerals are also in it, plus vitamin D, which are very powerful to boost your immune system. So naturally, for someone who drinks this drink frequently, you'll realize that you're not falling sick easily, even the normal things, to the severe challenges. So it's a very powerful boost to your immune system, and as well a very powerful boost to your nutrition, because it's loaded with nutrients. All the amino acids that you need in your body, 18 of them are there, and you need only 20 in your system. a lot of minerals, a lot of vitamins are loaded in your aloe vera drinks. So when you just take it every day, it means you're adding value to your system and you're detoxing, you're cleansing your body. For women as well, for women who are getting a lot of recurrent UTI, the aloe berry nectar, it's highly recommended. Why? Because on top of having a lot of aloe, it's also loaded with cranberries. Cranberries are very good for your cleansing your excretory organs. We call them the kidneys, your reproductive system, your skin, your lungs, and your liver. They will get a very good cleanse when you take your aloe berry nectar. But again, if you have recurrent UTI, when you take cranberries in the aloe berry nectar, they will help your body not to be able to grow bacteria in that area. So you'll not get recurrent UTI for people who are going through that challenge. But again, we have this antioxidant queen. We call it Forever Pomestine Power. It's loaded with the right fruits that are very vital in having the biggest antioxidant power of all fruits available in this world. So Forever has put together a lot of these powerful drinks together, these fruits together, giving this drink a very powerful sweet taste that a lot of people love. I love it very so much. Now you can drink it alone or you can mix it with any of the aloe vera drinks. But the biggest benefit of it, if you want anti-aging benefit, the best for you is this one, because it has the most antioxidant power. Even for people who have the severe challenges, even the cancers and things like those, they have gotten a lot of benefit from getting this drink because of its high antioxidant power. But of course, it has a lot of vitamin C as well. So it's the best for your skin as well, and to help you look younger and look better for longer. But again, another thing that is very important is cleansing our bodies frequently. And this program we call the C9 is it's not just a weight loss program. Of course, it's helping a lot of people lose weight, but most importantly, it will help you cleanse your system. Now, for someone who wants to look better and feel better in their bodies, the very first step is to cleanse. Why? We have agreed. We are putting in a lot of toxins and chemicals in our bodies every single day. Now, we cannot let our cars go through the whole year without getting a service, without taking them for service. Now, why do we do that for our bodies? Why do we just let our bodies go and go and go without cleansing? Now, when you take this 9-day challenge, the 9-day C9 program, in the 9 days, it will help your body just restart, reset, cleanse, and get rid of all the accumulated toxins and kind of bring your body back to its optimal functioning. Now, there's a lot of challenges that will go away just because you have cleansed your body. But again, you will lose the excess weight. If you're struggling with weight, this is a very vital program for you. It will help you start the process of losing weight. And we have a lot of women, a lot of ladies. This lady is a mom of 2. When you look at her today, she's like a young secondary school student, but she has managed to do this because of this amazing program. Another lady, Veronica, she has been able to do this, a mom of 2 as well. She has been able to lose from 74 kilos and she's now about 57 because of this program. When you cleanse your body, it actually allows your body to lose fat easily. So even after the program, losing weight will become way easier after you've done the cleanse. I personally have transformed my body as well, because after getting my second baby, I went over 80 kilos while my normal weight is around 67. So that is around, I was around 65. So that was about 20 extra kilos that I was supposed to get rid of. Now, because of this program, I was able to lose that weight, and not just lose it, keep it off. Why? Because of cleansing. When you cleanse your body and you get rid of the toxins, it's easy for you to maintain weight, because we have a lot of people going to the gym, they do a lot, they lose weight, a few days, probably they do a strict diet, they lose weight, but just after a few months, they put all the weight back. Why? Because they did not detox. So if you don't cleanse, you don't detox, it means your body, your liver will still create more fat to hold on to those toxins that are still in your body. And that is why cleansing is a very important factor if you want to lose weight. And when you lose weight as well, you look younger, you feel better. The way that I look right now and the way that I feel right now is remarkable. When I compare it to where I was, I just thank God for this program. Now, how many people do you know who are struggling with weight? Now you have something that you can offer as a solution that will help them transform their health. But again, the C9 is not just for your weight. It's written in Swahili there, but what it means is this lady was struggling with getting the healthy periods. she was having irregular periods. It says here that she used to take 2 to 3 months without getting any period. But just after doing the cleanse, just after doing the C9 program, then she started getting her period normally. And that is why sometimes you just need a body cleanse to help your body get back to its normal functioning. This lady was not getting pregnant, and she did a lot. She used a lot of drugs from the hospitals and even from other people, but it was not helping her, and she gained a lot of weight. But then she said, I want to do the program. She did the C9 program, and she transformed her weight. But again, she was able to get pregnant naturally after she did the cleanse. So we have a lot of people like that. This other lady, she was struggling to get pregnant for 9 months. But then after she did the C9, she just found out, before she went even to the following program, she found out she got pregnant. Now, we have a lot of people who are struggling just because there's some accumulation of toxins in their body. So when you do the C9, it will give you those extra benefits as well. But again, we have this Vitalize for Women, which is a must-have for ladies. It doesn't matter your age, you need Vitalize for Women in your life. Why? Because Vitalize for Women, it will touch from even people who are having just irregular periods, people who are having PMS, premenstrual syndrome, those discomforts, the pain during period time. Vitalize for Women, especially when you link it together with berry nectar, it will help you a lot in those challenges. But again, even people who are in menopause, or they are experiencing the menopausal symptoms, or the premenopausal symptoms, they will get a lot of benefit from the Vitalize for Women. Why it helps in hormonal imbalances? Because it has a lot of vitamin D, and we saw earlier, vitamin D deficiency is one of the biggest reasons for hormonal imbalance. And when you give your body the right nutrients, it will help. Now, Vitalize for Women, it's also loaded in iron, it's loaded in vitamin C, and also all the things that we are lacking as women and we lose as we age. Calcium, it's also included in the Vitalize for Women. So it's a very must-have supplement that is focused on your health as a lady. It also has cranberries in it, and cranberry, we know it's very good for preventing you to get recurrent UTI, urinary tract infections, and that is why it's a very good one. Now, I know this lady that I recommended these 2 products to, and she gave me a feedback that in just 2 weeks of using them, her hormonal issues and PMS are gone because of using the Vitalize for Women with the berry nectar. Now, we have a lot of people that are struggling with these things: PMS, hormonal imbalance, menopausal symptoms, UTIs, your skin issues, and all those things. They will be helped when you use your Vitalize for Women. Now, another very must-have for ladies is Maca. Is among my favorite products. It's among the best-selling products in Tanzania, actually, because of a lot of benefits that it has for women and also for men. So it's something that you can very nicely use with your partner, and both of you will get amazing benefits. It's really good for all the issues that we talked about, from PMS, not getting the interest of doing sex or not enjoying the process, vaginal dryness. All those issues are handled in there. And the good thing about it is it starts with your brain as well. It helps you handle stress. It helps you get rid of the mental things, mood swings, and things that will affect even your sexual health and even your normal health. It's a very good one for stamina and just energy boosting. You have a lot of ladies who get tired easily. And of course, we have a lot of things that we're doing, handling family and work and all these things. So this will give you an extra boost of energy, stamina, an ability to do a lot of things and still be on point in all of them. And of course, when you talk about fertility boosting, this is a must-have as well. It will even boost the health of your eggs, allowing you to get pregnant easily as well. Even if you don't want to get pregnant, you should not run away from this. It does not mean that it will cause you to get pregnant all the time. No, it will help balance your womanhood, I can say. It's a product that has been used in the Peru region for a lot of years for the fertility health, both by men and women of that area. So it's a very powerful one for women, and we have a lot of women actually who have testimonies of this product. This one had irregular periods, because of irregular hormones, imbalances in hormones. And because of Maca, that challenge was gone. This lady had stress. She could not sleep well. She did not have any interest in sex. And then she was getting tired all the time. But she's sharing her story there that now all those challenges are gone and she's able to enjoy her life better. This lady had dryness. Now, after she used the program, that dryness was gone. Another lady that is sharing the benefit of getting the dryness gone. She had vaginal dryness. And again, this one is talking about interest. Her interest in sex has been increased in incredible amounts. Now, all these things are helping women all over. Why? Because a lot of women are going through these issues that just Maca can be able to solve and get rid of. Another must-have for women is royal jelly, especially if anti-aging is your goal. If you want not to age quickly, make sure you get your royal jelly. Why? Royal jelly is something that is used by the queen bee as the only food for the queen bee. The queen bee is the one that is responsible for laying all the eggs in the bees' kingdoms. But again, it's the one that when you look at these wordings here, the normal bees, they live only about 6 weeks and then they die. But the queen bee can be able to live long for up to 6 years. Why? Because the only food they take is the royal jelly. And royal jelly is the best for anti-aging benefit. It will make your body stronger. It's the best antioxidant as well. High content of nutrients for the skin, hair, nails, looking good from on the outside as well. And again, because it handles stress and anxiety, it's really good for relaxing your brain as well. For people who have a lot of things to do, a lot of stress around your work and everything, this will help your brain relax and help your body relax as well. Even for people who are struggling with migraine headache, this is really good for them because it allows your brain to relax and get normal. Hormonal balance is really good for that. But again, royal jelly is powerful for your reproductive health as well. Why? Because it boosts your libido, it boosts your egg health. Because imagine the queen bee is the one that lays over 2,000 eggs per day. Now, even for humans, the same royal jelly, when we take it as humans, it helps boost egg health, egg ability also to conceive into a baby. But again, even for people who are not getting ovulation, like I had that case, I was not getting ovulation every month, and that is why I was not able to get pregnant. But when you take royal jelly, it will help you get ovulation. It will promote normal ovulation, and irregular periods as well. It will help also get normal periods for people who are getting less than it's supposed to or over bleeding. It will help balance that area. And actually, for my case, when I discovered about that challenge that I had, PCOS, and I went down and researched about it and the nutritional benefit of it, the things that I found that are highly beneficial for that challenge, royal jelly was one of them, Maca was one of them, and also the nutrients in Vitalize for Women. So what I did, of course, I did the C9, I cleansed my body before, and then I used these products. These three were my best. I used them for, I went for the goal to use them for 3 months, but just as I was in the second month of using them, I noticed tremendous changes. Like I told you, I never used to have period for 4 days. It was only over 3 weeks, and sometimes I never used to get anything for up to 6 months. But now, for the first time in my life, I got period for 4 days, and then they went, after 28 days, I got another 4-day period, something that never used to happen like that. So I thank God in the following month, I naturally conceived. And the good thing about it is, even after using these products and then I conceived, when I stopped using after pregnancy and after giving birth, the second baby came in naturally as well. I was not on the supplements, but again, my body went back to its normal. Why? When you give your body the right nutrition, it transforms, it gets better, it heals itself. And that is, it's something that is ongoing. It's not something that you'll just benefit with it today, but it's something that even years from now, you'll be able to still see the benefits of it. So these are things that are helping women all around. And I highly recommend you that you also consider taking these supplements that I've shown. But again, we have this lady that had the challenge of fibroids. Her name is Rafia. She was very weak. She used to overbleed. Actually, her blood would go up to 5. because of overbleeding. And again, she went to the hospital. They diagnosed her that she has three fibroids actually. One of them was 7 centimeters, another one was 4, and the last was 3 centimeters. And the doctor told her, because you have very low blood, we cannot operate you right now, but we'll give you just 4 months so that you work on raising your blood, and then you'll have to come for the operation. So when she got those news, she was devastated because she was not even having any baby before, and she was afraid of that operation. So she found a lady who recommended her the products, the Forever products that we have, and she started using these supplements that you see on the screen there, and they tremendously helped her in her health. In just a few months, just about 3 months of using these supplements, she was able to get rid of 2 of those, and just 1 was remaining. In the one that was 7 centimeters, they found it was only 3 centimeters by then. So she continued using these supplements until all of them cleared out. Now, as I'm talking, she's a mom of 2. And it was possible because she was able to get rid of that challenge. Now, how many people do you know who are struggling with something like that? There's a lot of women struggling around us. But again, another supplement that is powerful for women is bee propolis, because it's a natural antibiotic. We call it's a natural fighter, not just for bacteria, but any fungal infections, any viral infections that just keep coming back. You could be a lady that every now and then, every other month, you use antibiotic because of the UTI, because of probably PID, you get infections in your reproductive system. That is not something to get used to, because all those drugs that you keep putting in your body, they come with side effects. Now, why not just shift and equip your immune system better? Use the natural antibiotic from the bee propolis. And it's actually an ingredient that the bees use to protect their area, to protect their area where they make their honey, so that they're not affected by bacteria and virus. Now, it's also possible for you to have in your body and help you with inflammations, with infections. People who are having PID, even people who have endometriosis, they get a lot of benefit from using the bee propolis. And it's a highly recommended product for someone who wants to boost their fertility as well. Yeah, so those are among the main ones that I highly recommend, without forgetting this amazing omega-3, super omega-3 supplement we call Forever Actic C. Forever Actic C, I call it your kitchen essential, because it's not just for women. It touches women, it touches men, especially it touches kids. If you don't have it in your home, I highly recommend you have it. Why? Because it has a lot of omega-3, which we have seen a lot of benefits of omega-3 for women health, even just reducing your risk of cancers. Omega-3 is very vital because, like I said, women cancers are highly linked with hormonal imbalance, and omega-3 is vital for controlling your hormonal imbalance. But as well, we have omega-9, which is highly for your blood circulation health. Healthy blood circulation is important if you are to have a good health. But again, omega-3 is food for your brain cells. Now, if you're talking about a lady who is pregnant, you cannot run away from using omega-3. If you're breastfeeding, omega-3 is vital. For your growing kids, omega-3 is vital for them, because they need to keep feeding on those brain cells to be able to have a sharp brain, quick thinking, and even boost their performance in school and even in other things in life. So omega-3 Actic C is a very vital supplement for you as well. In a nutshell, I can say, if you want to have a good health, you have to not miss exercising. They have to be part of your lifestyle, at least 4 times a week. But again, you cannot avoid drinking water. It's something that is highly recommended for you, especially based on your body weight. We say for every 20 kilos, you need a liter of water. Now, how many kilos do you have? If you have 60, it means you cannot miss 3 liters of water every single day. Why? Because it will also help your body get rid of the toxins, and every part of your body will function better, because we are 70% water. Now, most of the time, do your best to eat mostly healthy. Cleanse your body often, at least once or twice a year. Make sure you cleanse and detox your body to lose weight, but again, to just cleanse, to get the cleansing benefit. If you're not in your ideal weight, get there. We have amazing programs that are helping people to get to their ideal weight and get rid of the challenges that could come with being overweight and obese. But again, supplement. Like we have seen, a balanced diet has to include a healthy supplementing, a quality supplement. but give yourself also time to relax, to enjoy your life, to get rid of stress, because stress is another biggest cause of aging. They say it's the second cause of aging after the sun exposure, because sun exposure is another very big reason why you will age quickly. But again, stress is another biggest reason that's why you will age quickly. So when you give yourself your me time, love yourself, get a chance to relax and get rid of stress, that will add a lot of value to your health as well, and enjoy your life at the same time. I highly encourage you not to ignore investing in your health, because buying a supplement, buying these drinks, buying the C9 so that you will cleanse your body is not an expense. It's an investment actually in your health. And one that if you don't make that investment today, it will come back as an expense one day. And it will come back as an expense in form of a bill from your doctor. And it will be most likely 3, 5, 10 times more than what you'd spend if you will invest in it today. So make this investment in your health. Just get in touch with the person that has invited you into this meeting, and then tell them what things you want to start using. Hear their recommendation of how you can get them immediately, so that you start adding value to your health immediately. Your investment in your health starts today. It's not something that you can keep putting off, because probably most likely you have put it off for more than you're supposed to already. So I highly thank you so much for being part of this talk. And I'm sure it has not just been for your benefit, for your challenges that you want to go away with, but there's a lot of ladies you can help. We say information or knowledge is only potential power. It only becomes power when you use it. So don't stay with this information. Don't keep quiet with it, because there's probably someone suffering and they're waiting on your knowledge, your information that you have gotten here today, so that you can be able to help them. Yeah, so thank you very much. And now our time is up and we have finished the talk, but I am looking now at the comments. If anyone has any questions that they've, I'll try to see any questions and answer them. Yeah, so thank you. I see people appreciating the talk. Thank you so much. Yeah, Bridget, I see Maca in the bag. I am excited for you. Okay. Doc, are those products for fibroids taking all at the same time, or one needs to take one after the other? They are taken at the same time. Why? Because they all act on different areas in helping your body. For someone who has fibroid, most of the time, like I say, they overbleed. So it means they need something that will boost their blood production in their bodies. So there's some that will touch on the blood production. There's some that will touch on hormones. There is another one that will touch on shrinking the fibroids, helping your body naturally to shrink the fibroids. And that is why they are best used together in conjunction. Even the ones that I used, the Maca, Royal Jelly, Vitalized, they are best used together so that they boost your vitality and fertility at the same time. Yeah, I think that has answered that. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your feedback. Thank you. I don't see any other question. Which one is for improving your egg cells? Your eggs, I said royal jelly. That is very vital for improving your eggs. Your eggs quality, I can say. So even for people who are probably wanting to freeze their eggs, wanting to go for IVF, probably I would recommend use these 3 supplements before you do those things. But just to add value to your eggs, royal jelly is very, very important. Okay. Yeah, I think we have answered all questions. So for someone who wants to get this product at a discount, Forever allows you to do that. And that is just amazing. You have a chance, actually, between this month, this October and November, you have a chance to get this product at a 15% discount. That is going to go higher in December. And that is why I say urgency is key. Get your products immediately. And if you get your products in a number of them, not just 1 or 2 items, you have a chance to get them at a 15% discount. Just ask the person that has invited you to this talk and they'll tell you how you can easily get them at that discount. And of course, it will help you touch other people as well, touch other ladies you know that have the different challenges as well. I've not had my periods for 10 years now. What can you advise me to get? I'm 34. Wow. I would recommend as well that you do the C9 first. And then even as you're doing the C9, also use the 3 supplements that I've recommended that are touching on hormonal balance, they're touching on getting periods and all that, which are Vitalize for Women, Maca, and Royal Jelly, together with the C9. Sometimes you need to start with cleansing your body if you're to have a good or improve your health. Someone, what advice do you give someone who loses weight and gains easily as well? I say start with the C9. And then if you have a bigger goal to lose, it means after the C9, you have to follow up with another program that will help you tick your goal. Why we say start with the C9 if you're to keep the weight easily off, it's because you are cleansing your system, getting rid of your excess toxins. Why? Because the fat that we have in our bodies, most of that is also used to store excess toxins. Why? Because in our toxins, we have what? Water-soluble toxins and fat-soluble toxins. The water-soluble toxins, when you just take a lot of water, you help your body get rid of them through urine and sweat and everything and things like that. But the fat-soluble toxins, they need fat to be stored. So they will be stored in fat deposits. So when you lose weight without getting rid of those fat-soluble toxins, it means your body will easily make more fat to be able to store those toxins after you have lost the weight. So that is why it's important to get rid of the toxins and allow your body not to get back into storing a lot of more fat as well. So that is why C9 is vital if you are to lose weight and keep it off. Okay, can any of these help with unblocking fallopian tubes? If it's something that is an early on challenge that is not completely blocked, the one that helps with fighting inflammation, which is the aloe vera drinks plus the bee propolis as well, they are very helpful for someone who has blocked fallopian tubes or has inflammation in the fallopian tubes. Yeah, and for most people, it's usually one that is blocked. So the other one could be slightly blocked or not totally blocked. And the bee propolis could help a lot in reducing the inflammation and allow it to function normally as well. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I see there's no any extra question. My last born child is 15 years old, but I still have breast milk coming out. Your advice, please. Most of the time, it's because 10 years of no periods yet, 34 years old. Most of the time, it's just hormones. Hormones are not balanced because the hormone that is causing you to have breast milk could still be still being produced in your body while you're not supposed to have it. So the main culprit there is hormonal imbalance. Now, I would also say plan for the cleanse, the C9 cleansing program, but at the same time, use products that are helping in hormonal imbalance, which is Vitalize for Women, Maca, that are highly recommended for you to use so that you can be able to put your hormones in order and you are able to bring back the periods. And on that point of 10 years of no period, again, I recommend use Royal Jelly as well. So make it 3, Royal Jelly, Vitalize, and Maca. Those I can say every lady, even if you just are normal and you just want to enjoy your womanhood better and to make everything better, I recommend get those 3. They'll do a lot in your health. And as you're using these supplements, give your body time. Why? Because these are supplements. They go in your body and they help your body transform itself, heal itself, like we said. So it's not just something that you say, I just use it for 2 weeks, for 1 month, and then I'm done. No, I recommend you give your body time, at least 3 months of consistently using the supplements. After that, you could continue again using, because as well, you are eating every day. Why not give your body the right things every day as well? Yeah, so I recommend they become part of your diet, your usual diet. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys, for being here. Kindly share this information with even one lady that you know. And for sure, they will thank you one day because of the information that you have given them. Thank you so much. I wish you an amazing night and amazing end of October. Thank you so much.